What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to Phenomenal TV, where we serve you entertainment that's nothing but phenomenal. Igama lam Guzane Lepotelwa, and each and every week we bring you exclusive interviews with the incredibly talented people that have made it to the Idol Season 16 Top 10. Namhlanje sihleli nobhuti who not only made it to the top 8, but he's also somebody who has got a powerful voice, a powerful aura, something that you get addicted to even. None other than Jooma. Bhuti, how are you doing?
The crowd goes wild. Hi, man, I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
I am so good, thank you. Thanks for sitting down with us. First and foremost, congratulations on making it to the top 8. How are you feeling?
I am proud more than anything. Like, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud that I was able to achieve the things that I did achieve. Coming into this competition was a decision and a half, but I made it. Top 8, bruh, top 8.
Come on! I know that we are going to get to that a little bit later on. Kodwa, I want us to take it to the beginning. Where did it all start for you in terms of you falling in love with music as a child?
I come from a musical family, generally. I'm just one of the only ones that have decided to take it as a career. But my love for music came so unexpectedly because I went to an all-boys school and my headmaster had received numerous complaints.
Of what?
I used to make fun of these kids that were in the choir.
Wait, don't tell me it was your punishment.
So my punishment was a year in the choir, like a sink or swim type situation, because my headmaster didn't know if I could sing. They knew me for sports, rather. And then he was like, you're going to sink or swim. I don't care what you do. You're going to be there for a year so that you can just stop this making fun of other kids for singing. And I mean, obviously, when you're like in grade 4, grade 5, you sing soprano. You know what I mean? So like that's how it started. And by the end of that year, music was such a big part of who I was. I used to I grew up in the times of cassette. So I had this little radio in my room and I would put a cassette in and listen to radio all day and record all the songs that I liked. I knew them like even when they were beginning. Like I would record and write them down and sing them over and over. Yeah, so that's my journey from scratch to to now.
I love that so much. I want to know, did anyone make fun of you when you were then in the choir?
No, I don't think anyone had them too.
Okay, got you, honey. I absolutely love that. That just shows you that it was something you were definitely made to do. And can I ask you, just in your journey from then, when you did join, up until this point where you got to Idol South Africa Season 16, has there been that point where you were almost like, this is why I had to start singing, and I know this is what I'm meant to be doing?
Many occasions where I felt like this was what my life was going to, like, regardless of what I was doing. I did a lot of things in varsity, and then boom, music was just always on time. Listen, I want you here. Like, why are you like steering away from what I'm trying to do or trying to build here? I think the one that sticks out for me the most would have to be, I had been opening in Port Elizabeth, opening for a few artists that come through, and this one day I decided to sing one of my own songs. I'm not really all that good with covers. I did one of my own songs, and Lulo Cafe was in the place, but he was not where everyone was to watch the performance. He came from wherever he was sitting, and he came to like the front of the stage. And he was just like, dude, like, why do we not know you? Why is it that like no one knows who you are? And I feel like that was validation. It was a validation of some sort that, you know, it wouldn't hurt. You know, it wouldn't hurt actually following what my heart wants to do.
I love that you decided to follow it. Like he said, where have you been all of South Africa's life? Come on! Here we are. Now we know who Jooma is, hailing from Port Elizabeth. I want to know, why did you decide to enter Idols?
I've entered twice. I entered last year, made it to the top 32. I, for lack of a better anything, I think Idols for me was the biggest platform one can gift themselves. Millions of viewers across South Africa, internationally even, and all I thought was, you know what, I've been hustling. I have been hustling, and my hustle has grown, not in leaps and bounds, baby steps, and this is my leaps and bounds, you know. And the decision to come back this year was a lot harder than the decision to go last year. Yes. This year, it was a matter of, I know that people tend to be tired of hearing what they already know, but at the same time, I felt like I hadn't given what I want people to know of me in the previous year. So this year's decision came hard with that, because now I want to be in the music industry, but how else to do it at this point than to go back to Idols and just show what it is that I'm about without, staying clear of what the competition is about as well.
Yeah, and I definitely know that you went there and you slayed, having made it to top 8. But before we even get to that, I want to ask you, what song did you use to audition with?
I auditioned with PJ Morton's How Deep Is Your Love, and then at last minute I had to change the version to the original, which was by the Bee Gees. I don't know if people have noticed, but like the competition's not really about, you know what I mean? And PJ Morton's here, you know? So like I decided to keep it clean, just get the tone out there.
Yes, and with that cleanliness, let's sneak in just a taste of that audition quickly into the camera. We beg of you, Jooma, please.
Wow, okay, taste. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me.
What do you mean? Did I not say that his voice is powerful? Jooma, I know that you are going to be a powerful force in the music industry. And before we even hear more about that, I want to know, when it comes to you being in Idol season 16, what was the most difficult thing about it?
The most difficult thing would have to be coming out of my shell. I'm an extremely reserved performer. I stay within my genre, like my typical genre, which is neo soul, R&B, Afro soul, and in this competition has pushed me to do so much more out of that. In fact, I didn't get to do any of that in the competition. I did quite a lot of every other genre. I was pushed a lot, and I also pushed myself a lot because, you can't say you. Okay, sorry.
No.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think.
I mean, like you can't say you don't like spare ribs if you've never been at spare to taste them. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to cancel anything out. At the same time, I needed to grow my artistry, which I feel I've accomplished.
You definitely did, and this is why I have all the confidence that you're going to be a force in this industry. And just coming out of Idols, what would you say has been your biggest takeaway from it?
My biggest takeaway would have to be the business elements. Before coming to audition, I just wanted to sing. I wanted to sing, I wanted to write music, I wanted to write music for other people, and I neglected the fact that this is a business. And I need to think of myself as a brand, and one that needs to grow as well. So I'm taking away from this experience the business elements of what I want to do in the industry, and also just I'm a good person. I like to think I'm a good person. You know what I mean? I like to think that. Yeah. And being here with other contestants has proven to me that being a good person doesn't cost you anything. And I think I'm also leaving with that as well.
That's beautiful. And of course, you being in this competition and to realize something like that is crazy because you guys were the starings, of course, you were the superstars. And I just know that when you get onto a stage with so many lights and a whole production team, it can be crazy. What was that experience like for you?
This is the biggest stage I've ever been on. And when I started seeing the lights and how much work goes into, making the live shows look as great as they do, I did somewhat want to kind of bury myself. I feel like I'm a multifaceted human being, and I have so many facades for each situation that I'm in. So when I first got on stage, top 16, I felt like I had to be this, vibrant performer, always smiling. Inside, I was quivering because this is nothing. This is like nothing I've ever done before. But as I progressed in the competition, I learned to place myself as well within the performance, as opposed to just having one part of me, which is the performer side of me, to be on that stage.
I absolutely love that. And I cannot wait to see you on even bigger stages. I know it's going to be incredible. Coming from the Eastern Cape, of course, there are different artists that have come from there. And I know that you are going to be one of them now. And I want to just ask you to please, just into the camera, anyone who's watching now and is like, Jooma, you are somebody that I see as an example. What would you say to them?
Your dreams are valid. I think that's the biggest advice that I've been able to receive, and I feel like I should give it to someone else who's also maybe thinking that their dreams are not will not come to pass because of particular or certain things. I doubted myself a lot coming into this competition, but I know now that with this gift that I have, it was never meant to stay in the shelf. So if you have something to offer to our hearts, to our souls, or to the world, do it. You will not regret it.
I love that. And it is a gift, Standwa Sam. It is a gift that I'm so glad you decided to share with South Africa. No regrets?
Never. None. I'm not a regretter of it. I've made really bad choices in the past.
As we all have.
But they've all led to such great outcomes. So I really feel like people should not regret things that happen in their lives, because they are there essentially to shape your future. If we all made great choices, come on.
Life would be boring, honey.
It'd be boring.
Exactly.
Come on.
One last thing before I let you go. Your hopes and dreams. Where should we expect to see Jooma music in the future?
I want to be everywhere, guys. I want to come in like Pearl Tusi, man. That girl came in and she was on an advert, she was on a show, she was presenting, she was, I did say this earlier, I'm multifaceted. I really do feel that I've got a lot going on. So keep it logged. More people just keep it logged wherever, radio or TV, yes. Whatever, musica. Everything. Yes. Just be there, guys. I know for a fact that I'm so determined to make a success of what I am, that I will not allow myself to be forgotten.
I love that. Failure is not an option as well.
Oh, fam. Never. Zero. And Eastern Cape sinjalo. Sinjalo Eastern Cape uthwasithanda izinto.
That's what I'm talking about.
And my mama always says, "Uthanda izinto sosona mntanami."
She's correct.
Go out into the world, my child.
And be great.
Great.
Jooma, thank you so much. We can't wait to see just how far you take everything, and we know that you're going only to the top. Siyabulela futhi.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, man.
We love you. Oh, before we go, Stella, phenomenal TV, your melody, phenomenal TV, nothing but phenomenal. Our tagline is nothing but phenomenal. So saying phenomenal TV, nothing but phenomenal.
What it is? Phenomenal TV. I don't know what the...
Nothing but phenomenal.
Nothing but phenomenal.
Thank you so much, my love. And as I said, we can't wait to see you at the top. His name is Joomas, hailing from Port Elizabeth, a name you do not want to forget because we know his future is bright. Next week, we'll be bringing you the next person who will have made it to the top 7 of Idol South Africa Season 16. From me, Zanele, is bye-bye. You're watching Phenomenal TV, where we bring you entertainment that's nothing but phenomenal.